Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. So, I'm going to have to let you guys in on something. I know you're tired of winning, but here's another one for you. So, the other day when Trump met with Vladimir Putin in Alaska, Putin admitted, and I'll put a link in the description box to the video so you can feast your eyes. He admitted what we already knew. He admitted what Trump had been saying, what I've been saying, what you've been saying. That had Trump been in office in 2022, and now hindsight being 2020, it's not good that the war did happen, but it's good that Trump got cheated out of that presidency and had to wait and come back this time. We got a different Trump, a better Trump. But Putin admitted, had he been in office, the war against Ukraine never would have happened. And fortunately, there's subtitles because all I heard was the vodka, the bear and snow, the vodka. But he said, we have a strong relationship built on respect, meaning I know that Trump isn't about that bullshit. And had we started something, there would have been immediate consequences, but it never would have gotten to that, because of the respect/fear that Putin has for Trump and of America. And not so much from a military standpoint, because I don't see us going to war with Russia, minus some huge, action against us that's worthy of declaring war. Because if it didn't happen during the damn Cold War, I don't think it's going to happen now. Like I said, minus something just crazy, violent, some kind of terrorist act or act of war against us. So it's never about the military. It's never going to be a military consequence. But economically, we can choke off everything going into their country and have them eating each other in no time. And Putin doesn't want that. Putin wants and needs to be part of the world market. He has a lot of shit to sell, and the world has a lot of people to buy it. America being amongst the top, probably number one. So business is paramount, but also the loss of life, which is what brought Trump together with Putin to stop that war right now. And I think it's coming. I think, like I said in the last video when I talked about the meeting, that Putin showed up with a bunch of businessmen. So that means that he wants to do business. If I show up somewhere with a bunch of crackheads, that means we're there to smoke crack, right? But he's there with business people. That means he wants to do business, and you can't do business while you're fighting a war, especially with America. But Putin admitted that shit. Remember, they had you thinking, no, this was Putin's plan. He didn't want to start the war until 2022. No, it's just a coincidence that he didn't even talk about war while Trump was in office. No, this is part of his plan. He wanted to wait until Trump was out of office. Well, if that's the case, if he wanted to wait until Trump was out of office, why? If you're going from a strong leader like Trump to a strong leader like Sloppy Joe, you can't say Sloppy Joe and strong leader in the same sentence with a straight face. But they would have you believe that he didn't want to do it when Trump was there, so of course he wouldn't want to when Biden's in there, because Biden is a strong leader. But that's bullshit. He was a feeble, insured, drinking, liver-spotted, fragile, senile old man. Nobody was afraid of him. The only two things that feared Sloppy Joe was a bottle of prune juice and a clean diaper. Those are the only things that feared Sloppy Joe. He's never walked into a room and had people go, oh shit, wait, hold on, he's here. He's never walked into a room and made people tighten up, put their phones away, stop talking, shh, never. That's never happened. Maybe a classroom full of kids. But that's not the vibe, that Sloppy Joe gave off. Nobody was worried when he came to town. Nobody was worried. Nobody was cleaning up the streets. Nobody was putting away the poor or locking up the criminals or moving the prostitutes somewhere else. And the poverty and the squalor and the violence. Nobody ever covered that shit up when Sloppy Joe came to town. But now that we have an actual leader in the White House, you damn right the world's going to tighten up, Putin included. When Trump walks into the room, oh shit. You know, like those nervous farts, like when you're about to get into a fight or get your ass whooped by your parents. That's all you hear. Nervous farts when Trump comes in the room. Putin's right, Trump was right, I was right, and you were right. We knew that shit. Don't ever doubt your common sense. Your common sense is right. Your gut is right. You looked at Sloppy Joe and knew damn good and well he's not stopping anything. No one's holding off on anything they want to do until that fool is out of office. Why? Do it now. There will be no consequences of any kind. Why not do it now? Why not act up while the substitute teacher is here? We've all been there. When the regular teacher's there, you won't pull that shit. But when some sub comes to your class for a day or two, yeah, it's on. The class is going to act up. The teacher's going to get a note. And the first day that they come back, they're going to spend the first 15 minutes of class telling you how disappointed they were in you and the way you acted while the substitute was here. Sloppy Joe was the sub. Mr. Trump is back. Time to tighten up. Start doing your homework. Stop acting stupid. Because if you don't, there will be consequences. Russia, if you think we have you by the communist balls now, keep fucking around. Almost dropped that shit. And where was I? Keep fucking around and you will find out. Meet me in the comments. Talk to me, Goose. What do you think about that? What do you think about hearing the confirmation that you were right? But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. I'm out.